What's up, guys? Welcome to the Liberty Sports YouTube channel. And today we're going to be reacting to the EA Sports College Football 26 trailer. Last year's game was fun. It was cool. I'm excited college football video games are back. But now that we're getting ready to go into the next chapter here, the next game since the revamp after a 10-year, actually, I think it was almost 11-year hiatus. I'm excited to see this trailer. I'm excited to see what looks different, what looks the same, and then we'll go over some of the new features that they announced are going to be in the game as well, so that we can really know what we're going to expect when the game drops. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of gameplay on this channel when the game does drop. So I want to, cover all the bases here, see what we're working with, see what's different, see what's the same, and let's hop into this trailer, man. I'm excited.
There's something in the air. From Friday nights
Oh, high school's back. Oh, hell yeah.
to Saturday lights,
Oh, wow.
Chapel Hill to Pasadena, it crackles down our
Sparty.
spines. Tradition, tension, roars that
Look at
remind
Coach
our
Day,
rivals.
man. That was so cool. Hold on. I gotta watch that back, bro. That was cool. I didn't know they were gonna put coaches in. Like I said, I haven't seen any like screenshots or anything yet. I was waiting for this trailer to drop. I stayed in the bubble. I didn't see any screenshots or anything. I heard that they had coaches in the game, but I didn't know what it looked like.
Tradition, tension,
Dude, that is
roars that
so
remind
cool.
our rivals
I'm sorry. I gotta look at this one more time.
they're not in Kansas anymore.
Yo, that's so sick. Kind of looks like Coach Day. A little different. They got the beard on point. They got the gear on point. Oh, that's pretty badass. I like that a lot. That's cool that coaches are going to be in the game now, man. Also, I'll let this finish.
Roars that remind our rivals they're not in Kansas anymore.
Ooh.
It's electric.
Yeah, sack his ass. Oh, come on, that's garbage, bruh.
It shocks our nerves and ignites a place where the ground shakes.
Nice.
But our pride doesn't. Where our coach, scheme, playbook, and character are unlike any other.
Yeah, get that shit out of here.
There's something in the air. It builds us up, breaks them down.
Oh God, bro.
Gives
That means
the
road
stadium a pulse,
road games are going to be a bitch. I already know it.
pride.
Yep. Damn, dude, Freeman looked good. Look at Jay Smith. Oh, that's sick, man. Okay, that's pretty awesome. All right, couple takeaways here. So what's different about the game? So we can tell off rip what's different about this game so far is that you can actually go through high school again. That was something that they got rid of after what was it, 14? Um, so it's cool to see like the high school aspect of back. Now I wonder if they're like made up high schools or if you get to do like you used to do in the old games, if you get to actually create your high school, like the high school you went to, or just if you want to make up one. So that'll be awesome to see if they do that. I'd imagine they would, right? Because then you could put the actual high school you went to. Because I know like with last year's game, how you could upload logos and create uniforms on the EA website. So you could argue, I mean, you could put your high school in the game. It was just like in the exhibition game mode. But that's cool that they're bringing high school back, and it seems like they do the whole selection ceremony where you get the hats and you get to pick which college you commit to. So I'm hoping there might be more of like a storyline, like cutscenes and things like that. We know EA is not the greatest when it comes to like storylines, like 2K is when it comes to like cutscenes and like an actual story for career mode. So let's hope that EA does something there, like rather than just a quick 30-second cutscene and that's the only cutscene you get for the whole game. It'd be cool to see like cutscenes throughout the game, that, and then hopefully that'll transpire into Madden. Um, that would be something that I know a lot of us EA fans and a lot of us gamers have really wanted to see from EA that they have just not delivered on. But this looks promising. Next up, coaches. Coaches being in the game, super, super cool, man. I know the biggest thing that kind of, not the biggest thing, but one of the biggest things that kind of annoyed me about one of the biggest things that annoyed me about last year's game was the fact that there were no coaches involved, right? Obviously, in Madden, you get your coaches. So I was really hoping that you could have the coaches for college in the game. So having them in the game now is really, really cool. It'll be interesting to see, though, because obviously they're going to have the likeness of like the bigger schools in there. Like, it'll be interesting to see how accurate they get the coaches for like, like the smaller schools, like the Kennesaw States and the Sam Houstons. It'll be cool to see if they get the coaches likeness pretty accurate for those smaller schools too. As far as gameplay, looks the same. Right, graphics look the same, gameplay looks the same. The Stadium Pulse they mentioned again. The one thing I do like the Stadium Pulse, I do. It makes it realistic. College atmospheres are insane like that. The one thing I didn't like about the Stadium Pulse though is there were times where it got a little unrealistic. Right? Yes, I understand it's loud. I understand that the Stadium Pulse can make you a little flustered, but not every single time, right? Like the one inconsistent part about last year's game was the fact that when the Stadium Pulse was really high, like no matter where you were, impossible to audible. Like I get it. Sometimes, yes, the players can't hear, so it is hard to audible, but not every single play. So I would like to see them implement the Stadium Pulse, but try and make it a little bit more realistic so you can still, while you're on the road, because like if you're playing online and you're on the road, that's not fair at all, dude. Like if you're actually like playing for ranking or for money or you're in a tournament, um, it's just genuinely not fair. Like, and I get that going on the road is always supposed to be harder, and you're trying to make that part of it realistic, but don't make it impossible because it's not impossible. Obviously, if you watch football, you know that. But I do like that. So far, I mean, yeah, so far I think it's going to be very similar to last year's game. There were a few new things that I noticed that I just mentioned there that I think will be really cool if it's done right. We'll see how they implement them into the game. Man, I'm really excited for this game to drop. I had a lot of fun with it last year. There were a few tweaks to it for sure that needed to be done, and I hope they addressed that, and I hope that they did that going into this year's game. We know EA is very copy and paste when it comes to their games. Madden is the most notable example there, but I'm really excited to see what they can do going forward now that college football is becoming. I mean, it's college football is huge, but I'm saying now that the game is back, it's going to have a lot of pressure to perform, right? So this should wake EA up a little bit, and this should make EA. I don't want to say they don't care because I mean, what do I know? But I'm saying like as a player, it just seems like for Madden the past 10 years, EA just hasn't cared. They just copy and paste. They feel like they don't have to do anything because we're gonna buy it anyway, and we know it. But with college football, man, I mean, I think this could wake them up a little bit. And they could change some things and actually improve. So we'll see, man. I'm really excited. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Follow on Instagram and TikTok as well. Everything will be in the description below. But make sure you subscribe here on YouTube because when this game does drop, I am going to be doing gameplays. I'm going to be doing the Road to Glory play along, as well as I'm going to do some online matchups. And I might try and get the guys together for a tournament as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And like I said, everything in the description below. And we will see y'all on the next one.